afternoon, my crafty peeps. This is Liz with Zana Lane Crafted, and this is what I've been working on today. It is a masterboard, and I made it with just a regular piece of copy paper, and then I put down some scraps that I had laying around of book pages, some magazine pages, and some music paper. I think this is a piece of a doily, and then some napkins. I just Mod Podged those on there, and then covered it in a clear gesso, so it has some texture to it. And then when I was done with that, I just painted some little yellow flowers on it. I thought it came out pretty cool. And with this, I'm probably going to cut it up into several pieces and use for pockets, or maybe journaling cards or something of that sort. And who knows, these are great to have on hand, and anything goes on these. There's no rules, just create it and go for it. So we're going to make one together. This is simple. Use up your scraps. You can paint on it or not. You can stamp on it using rubber stamps, or you can put washi tape on it or something. But this is how I made this one today. So we're just going to make another one with some other stuff that's sitting here on my desk. And let me set this aside, and we'll just get going on a new one. How's that? I hope everybody is having a good day and just creating and having some fun. Let me put some of these things out of the way here, and hopefully there's no rules on this. We're just gonna start gluing stuff down, basically. With being conscious for cheaper supplies or more frugal costs of art supplies, every time I go to the dollar store, I pick up one of these little bottles of Mod Podge. I use it all the time. It has a matte finish. It does finish a little bit shiny for my taste. I wish it was a little more matte, but then that's why I use the gesso. And but we're gonna start with this, and we're just gonna glue some stuff down and see what we can do. Now, I did want to show you one little trick. If you've never done this before, this is just a piece of a napkin that I have. But napkins are multiple layers, and they can be so hard to get apart. So the first one usually comes off pretty good. I do keep this just because I can use it to, blot things up or wipe things off. It's just nice to have it around. I can also put it back down on my paper if I wanted. But typically there's another layer on this, and the easiest way that I have found is take a piece of tape. Isn't that cute? My daughter got me that. It's a little flamingo for my tape. And then you just take a piece of tape and stick it down. And see, yep, there's a whole nother layer that comes off. And then we'll set that aside. It's getting stuck to everything. That's funny. And then I'll just use the other side and pull the rest of that off. So now we have one ply of tissue. Okay, perfect. And what else I'm going to be using today is just some acrylic paints that I put in my little palette. I don't know if I'm going to be using All of these, I just got some out. I have some water and some paintbrushes that I'll probably use. And then let's just rip up a few pieces of these. They don't have to make sense. I'm just gonna rip up some stuff. That works. All right, and then with the book pages, you know, when you make the junk journals and you get a book for the hardcover, you end up with all the insides of the book like this. I have a ton of these, and I just use them for tags and scraps and other things. And it's a book I got at the dollar store. Didn't care what it was. I just liked the size of it. The spine was the right size for something that I was making. So that's one thing. You can also find books at your local thrift store, or, you know, maybe somebody's getting rid of a whole bunch of them and you don't want them to throw them out or give them away to anybody else. You may as well see if maybe they can give them to you. But keep an eye out for stuff like that. Now, I also found at the dollar store, because I didn't want to get glue and paint and stuff all over my mat. I wanted to protect it. I have little pieces of paper on it, but this is one of those chopping sheet things where you can chop vegetables and things. It is perfect to protect my area. And that way I don't get glue everywhere. It just wipes up really easy with a wet wipe. And I just love it. It's so much easier than trying to scrub it off my nice surface. So anyway, let's get some Mod Podge down here. And I'm just gonna, like I said, use this little bottle, and this is a little thin, so that's why I'm layering it up. With this, I'm just gonna blob some on here. That's all I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna take a little piece of makeup sponge, and I'm just gonna squish it out and squish it around to the edges. And that way you don't have to worry about what's getting on your mat. It's getting on the plastic thing instead. And then let's just smear, 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 smear. La, 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 la. We are creating. Never know how these are going to come out. They're different every single time, even if I use the same supplies. All right. And so we've got about that first half there done. Let me set this aside. And whoops, sorry, I bumped my camera. Apologize for that. Let's just start with, I'm gonna make this one kind of neutral. I don't know, but we're gonna just rip up some. Let's do I like that side. We're just gonna start here and put that down there. Remember, finger tools are the best. Those are awesome. And then I'm just gonna, you know, rip pieces, whatever. It doesn't matter which way they go, where you put them. Let's stick that one over there. Let's just stick that one in the middle. Make some smaller pieces. Let's do that. And if you need a little bit more, that's fine. Just put a little more on your sponge. Boop. A little bit much, but that's okay. We'll use it. Re-wet it. And we're just squishing it down here, splooshing it, whatever you want to call it. And then we're gonna put down something else. And when the whole thing is, let me tuck that one down right there. There we go. See how easy that is? So easy. Let's put down, I have a little piece of doily here, so let's just rip off a piece of that. Let's just put it right there. Boop. No rules. Remember, just smoosh it down. That works. Yeah, let's put a little on there. And then we'll stick that down. Perfect. All right. Put a little more on here. Probably easier with a brush, but you know what? I have this. This is what I'm using right now. It works for me. Making a mess. Having fun. We are just having fun today. And then let's stick another little piece of music down. It doesn't matter which direction they go. It doesn't matter if this is the top or the bottom or the sides or what have you. So let me grab a little piece of napkin. Let's just throw this on here. Let's just put it right there. Let's squash that down. A little more down here. All right. Squish down the edges. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. Let's put a piece over here. Nice. Okay. And if you get wrinkles, it's okay. Just smush them. Adds texture to your page. All right. And then let's just tear up some more pieces here. Let's stick one down. Stick them down right there. And then we're gonna tear some other little pieces and stick them down. All right. And then there's so many possibilities once you have these made. You can do any colors, any scraps. You can do them all the same color, all neutral. They're just great. So let's see what we can do here. So this one, I just want to put it the whole piece right along this edge here. I think that's really cool. All right. Okay. And then this is looking pretty good up here, but let's add some more things like napkins and some more strips of text. Doesn't matter what direction they go. Kind of the more random, the better. I like when there's no real up or down. I just think that's cool. More possibilities. And I don't know how your weather is there, but here in Utah, it was a beautiful sunny day, and now the clouds are rolling in. I don't know if it's supposed to rain later or what. Let's stick that down. All right. And then let's put some more music on here. This is avocado dyed sheet music. And I thought it was cool because you can see it. Somebody wrote on it. I have no idea what it says. It's like a little microscopic writing. No clue. Found the book of music at my local thrift store. And I've avocado dyed some pages. I've coffee dyed some. Maybe that's a video we can do for another day, is how to dye paper. Super easy and fun. You can use anything. I'm all about, if you haven't noticed already, I'm all about the easy and fun. So you just keep adding layers here and see what happens. All right, let's put a little extra on the back of that. Stick that down there. Awesome. All right, nice. Almost done. I just want to fill this section in over here. And then I had let mine dry for quite a while earlier today. And do I want to put a little bit of this in there? Yeah, why not? Okay, let's just take a piece. We'll take a piece off of that. Let's just rip it up. Put a little piece in there. Yeah. Let's put it down right here. Right there. Thinking would be good. And maybe one other little piece. Right there. Put a little more there. All right. This is a magazine page. It's a little bit shiny. So I want to make sure and put some gesso on top of that. Just to give it more of a matte texture to it instead of being so shiny. And you can cover the whole paper or leave little pieces peeking through. It is completely up to you what you want to do here. I do want to put a little more of my napkin. And again, found these at the dollar store. I love that they have so many different kinds. Maybe get this wet a little bit. There we go. Just move that down some. All right. There we go. Pretty much that is covered. There's a few places here and there that I just want to put a little bit here and there. Nothing too big. All right. Whoop. And yes, I am a messy crafter. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna make a mess. And that's kind of what it's all about. Create a mess and have fun and just do it. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. Just go and create. So nice. Not have to worry about anything like, oh no, I put, the wrong thing there. No, this is random. It's random. It's fun. Oh no, it's stuck to my thing. There we go. If it wrinkles up, it's okay, so long as it's stuck down on the page. All right, so that looks pretty good, don't you think? I like how the lacy shows through. I like that we've got a nice palette here. I'm just checking. Some places are super wet still. That's okay. I would prefer that they are dry, but it's all right. So we're done with the gesso part. And now not the gesso part, the Mod Podge part. Now I want to, you know what? I need the clear gesso. Okay, so this I made last year. It was a recipe I found, I want to say, I probably got this from Pam at the Paper Outpost. She was doing something like this, and in her video, she told you what you needed. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking my camera. I apologize. Told you what you need, and it's like white acrylic paint and glue and like either baby powder or baking soda or cornstarch or something. I can't remember exactly what's in it, but I think I also found a recipe on Pinterest at one point. And it looks white, but it dries clear, and it gives it a more matte finish, especially to like these magazine pages where they are shiny. So I'm just going to use makeup sponge and put over it. It will dry fairly quickly. My other parts, I don't think I need to put this on there. I may just leave them as they are. But that shiny bit I wanted to knock back a little bit. Maybe just kind of randomly put some here and there. But you don't need very much. And, you know, if all else fails and you can't find a brush or a thing, you can use a finger tool and just smear it on. Just smear it on. That's fine. Okay, always have a wet wipe. Baby wipes work fantastic for everything to clean up. Makes it quick so that you're not leaving paint and glue and things like that all around. So make sure this didn't completely stick down. There we go. And see, it just protected my wonderful mat underneath from anything that might be going on. So now my other one I had set aside to dry at this point. It did take a little bit to dry. The other thing you can do is, I do have a heat gun. It has a low and a high. I found it on Amazon, and it says Chandler tool. Has a little stand that you can fold up, and this gets super hot, so you don't want to keep it on the page very long. I don't think it's very loud. I don't know, it's about that loud, so not too bad. But then you just go back and forth over the wet areas, and it helps them dry Do not keep it in one place for too long. I'm not going to do that with you guys right now. We'll just move on to what's next. And that would be making some flowers. Like I did on my other one. Remember I had these little flowers that I did with some acrylic paints. And I'm going to do that on this one as well. These ones I think I'm going to do a little bit different. I have the yellow, the purple, the green, orange. I've got some silver bling stuff here. But I think I just want to put some randomly and see what happens. Why not? Let's grab a little bit of this yellow here. And I'm just going to make some dots. We're going to do yellow centers. Let's do one right there. And then let's do one over here. Remember, when this is all done, you can use it as a book page if you wanted inside your book. I like to cut them up and use them for other things. But I have used them in a journal just as a book page and left the other side blank to write on or what have you. But there's a few dots there. You don't have to make a whole lot of them. And then I do have my water to wash off my brush with the this is acrylic. It's not a water, you know, it's acrylic. So I have what I have. And again, I found it's Crafter Square acrylic paint that I found at the dollar store. I don't have very many colors right now. I do have the yellow and the purple, and then I've got these ones are these are washable silver paint, and it's like a clear gel with the silver in it. The same with the gold. The gold is the same way. They're not very dark, but they do make a nice accent here and there. All right, so let's make some petals for these flowers. And let's use, should we do purple? I'm thinking we should make purple ones. All right. Just need a little bit on my brush. And then I am just going to pull away from the center. Let's just do that. La, 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 na, na, na. These do not have to be perfect. Just have fun with it. Whatever you want to do, make them all fringy, or if you want to get all technical with it, you can. I just random. See, cute little flower, just easy peasy. Let's do one on this one, and I think the ones that are not perfect, somehow they come out better than the ones that you try to do perfect. So you know what? I don't even try anymore. They kind of look like asters to me. I don't know. Maybe with a little, maybe if I added some more little fringy things to them, maybe. See, that's kind of pretty. I like the purple. Pops on the page. All right, let's do this one over here. And let's see how many we can do on this one. Do, 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 do. My granddaughter, my daughter and her family live with me, and my youngest granddaughter is 9-10 months, and right now she has discovered that all she wants to do is squeal. So right now she's in the kitchen. I can hear her, and she's talking to everybody, just squealing, just making noise, random, having fun, doing her baby thing. She's adorable. My daughter, I also have 2 other granddaughters. My oldest granddaughter is 12. She lives in Florida with her dad. She has fantastic opportunities there and goes to a great school. It's doing really, really well. Very, very proud of her. The middle granddaughter is having a birthday this week. She's going to be 7. So, and then my daughter's boyfriend also lives with us, and he has a little girl who is 5. So I have a household full of little girls. And then my dog, Rufus, he is a very large breed. He's half Pyrenees and half Irish setter, and he looks like a giant golden retriever. He weighs 100 pounds, and he is just a big baby. And then I have my cat, who his name is Pumpkin, and because he's a punk, or was when he was little. He is 17 years old and blind. He's lost his sight in the last few years. And my dog, he wants to be his best friend, and the cat cannot stand him. And poor Pumpkin, he gets lost in the house, just in the middle of the floor. He gets lost and cries. But he's so funny because he still looks like a young cat, and he is just a sweetheart. Just a sweetheart for sure. All right, so see how they're not, we're getting there. I'm kind of liking these. These are fun. They're just random on my page. Let's make some more little spiky doos in here. Spiky doos, spiky doos, spiky doos. Trash people are outside picking up our garbage today. It's a good thing. They usually come earlier than this, but that's okay. We just kind of go with the flow. Go with the flow. All right, so we have random ones. You know what? I'm thinking I need something else over here. Let's put one right there. Let me grab my stuff here. Let me add. Let's add one just right there. Yep, I need one right there. All right. Okay. Rinse that out, wipe it off. Okay. One thing about acrylic paints in your brushes, once they dry, they're dried for life. Okay, so make sure that you do rinse them afterwards. Put them in some water, something. Otherwise, you're gonna have to get new brushes. All right, so there's that one. All right. Like I said earlier, normally I would let this dry before I paint it on here, but I want us to finish this. I just wanted to do this so that you guys can see my process. And And I'm just being creative. This is just creating. Let me rinse this out. I feel like it needs a little something else. I'm not sure what. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe I have this silver. Maybe I can put some random silver in here. I think that would be good. All right, let's see what we can do here for this silver. All right, so we've got, see how the, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just silver. And then maybe put some silver around these. Yeah, that works. Okay. Well, let's just put a few random silvery things. See how it's kind of thin? Na, 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 na. Let's do this one. I like that one. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Put a little bit over here in the corner. Maybe on that one a little bit. Maybe that one. And then maybe just over here, randomness. Because why not? Just do some random glittery stuff. Randomness. Gotta love it. Okay. Let's add a little more right here. I like that. Okay. All right. Yay. Okay, let me just throw that in there. Okay, so we have 2 of these. We have this one that I made earlier, and it's a little more busy and it has different colors and things, which is perfectly fine. It's just plain on the other side. Like I said, you can use this as, you can fold it in half, trim off the edges, use it as a book page in your journal if you'd like. Add it to one of your signatures. You can use it as a signature cover. You can cut it apart. What I'll probably do is cut this probably in three sections, and then maybe in half, and do some pockets or journaling cards. Maybe put some lined paper on the back, and then maybe decorate them just a little bit more if I'm going to use them as a pocket. This one will take a little bit to dry, and that's okay. And then maybe later on this week, maybe on one of my other videos, what we'll do, I'll show you what I do with these once they are done. I do have some that I have cut. Let me see if I can find them with the using up the book page things. Maybe I don't. Oh yeah, I do. I use these ones. I did random scraps, and I'll show you how to make these. These are on book pages. Kind of the same principle as making a board. I also have larger ones. These are just made random scraps. And then the other side is a book page. So these I just glued them all on, and when I covered the whole page, I just ripped it out and let it dry. They're all, and you can use them again as journaling cards, cut them up. You can use them as pockets, tucks, whatever. These are great to have on hand for supplies, and a great way to use up all your scraps you have sitting around on your counters, your work surface and things. So hopefully you had some fun today. We've got this, and then once this is done drying, I can't do it now because of the paint. I would just go back over it with all the clear gesso, and that way you can write on the surface. You can, it's not shiny. I want the glitter, but I don't want it to be that glossy finish. The glossy finish I think is okay, but I like the matte better, and it has more possibilities for usage. But anyway, with doing these and having these on hand, you're one step ahead in your creativity and creating journals and paper crafts, and just love them. I just absolutely love these. You could also do these in what's called a snippet roll, and we might do one of those one of these days here pretty soon. Who knows? And again, if you like what you've seen here today and you find value in my content, please like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Come back and see me for new videos. I do new videos on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, on Fridays, and then on Sundays. And then you can find me here at YouTube. You can find me on Etsy at Zana Lane Crafted. You can find me on Facebook. Also Zana Lane Crafted. I am on Instagram at Zana Lane 17, and I'm on TikTok at Zana Lane. Lots of things going on right now. Just reach out. You can also hit the little bell for notifications, and you'll be notified when I set out a new video. And I'm going to try and get these out earlier, but it may be an afternoon thing for me. I'm not sure. I had a lot going on this morning, but we were able to get this finished. And again, thank you for spending some time with me and doing a craft. And until next time, remember, there's no rules. Just go and create and have some fun. You'll have a great afternoon, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Bye-bye.